May ice po doon. Nakita ko bigla. May ice po. Baka po gusto ninyo. Apa.
Ayun.
Yay. Chelsea, you're no stranger to Philippine pageantry, and we've known your achievements
Yeah.
in the past. And when you talk about Philippine pageants, talaga naman yung emotional investment of the fans and
Yeah.
even the competition is really intense. How do you find that? I mean, are you okay with that? Because the last competition you had was back in 2017,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. And every year, lalong patindi ng patindi ang
Yeah.
competition, especially how the fans are receiving it.
Honestly, well, I mean, I think the fans are what can really boost one lady to continue to do this journey. And my first pageant, national pageant, was Miss World Philippines. And it was also my first time. I was 17. And after that year, I've been always getting like message, support from other pageant enthusiasts, bloggers, and friends, and my family as well. They always keep on asking me, when are you going to join again? Kasi siguro they see a potential in me. That's why I want to be able to pursue that. There's such a huge factor that you can get from your supporters and your fans. So thank you so much for that.
Follow-up question ko lang doon, Chelsea. What was the final, siguro yung talagang cue mo na parang, okay, I'm signing up this year? Because parang 5 years yung gap before you join again. So what was your parang talagang sign na, okay, I'm signing up for Miss Universe Philippines and competing again this year?
It was not really a sign. It was always been like, I always wanted to join naman. The reason why it was had to be on pause, it was because I was still a student when I first joined. So I was 17, I was still in school. I couldn't really balance both together. So I told myself that I want to be able to pursue my education, finish college. That way, when I know that I am ready and well, I am well funded enough, I will join again. So here I am.
Diba? At saka magandang message yon
Yes.
sa ating mga
To never
youth.
forget.
Correct. Priority
Yes.
is education.
Definitely.
So that brings me to my next question. Because of course, during those 5 years, you definitely gained a lot more experience in life,
Yeah.
more wisdom, definitely,
Yeah.
from school and from your daily activities. Do you think maturity and experience give you better chances of winning?
I think it really does. I mean, the experiences that I have instilled with the first time I joined, it brings so much knowledge for you to try again. You know, when you want to try again, you already know it. You already know where your weaknesses are, where your strengths are. That way, when you join again, you already know where you can better excel yourself in. And at the same time, your life experiences, what can be really relatable to other people to you. That way, when you are joining, you can really be able to touch other people's heart. You can be really true to yourself, just as long as you stick to your core.
So would you say it's easier this year?
I wouldn't say that because, of course, we all have our differences, our challenges. But again, if you know what your strengths are, definitely that can be your power or your boost to join.
And you're definitely a standout, especially during the press presentation.
Thank you.
But trending on social media, especially lalo pa nung lumabas ang inyong mga headshots.
Yes.
But many fans would ask na parang, what could be going through Chelsea's mind? Because you're a biracial Filipina.
Yes.
And what goes through your mind as you compete with pure Filipina descent, those contestants?
I'm very proud of being a Filipino American. Like, there's no shame on that, of course. I mean, I love where my roots are. But deep inside my heart, I am born and raised kasi here in the Philippines. So inside my heart, like, I am full Filipina. I don't have to compete myself with other Filipinas because at the end of the day, I'm here competing with 55 ladies. I'm not here competing with them. I think I'm competing with more about myself. Like, that's the only purpose because I want to be able to focus on that crown.
Wow, grabe, di pa Ngayon pala, ang ganda ni Chelsea. Hindi ako masyadong, medyo natataranta ako sa susunod kong question. Pero she's
Thank
very
you.
relaxed na. I would have to commend you.
Thank you.
Very relaxed. And, kasi syempre, as an interviewer, the energy, of
Yeah.
course, we also draw energy from our interviewee. And
Yeah.
you're making my job easier. So,
Aw.
congratulations. Okay, and which activities naman of yours in the last 5 years do you think has empowered you the most?
Well, while I was still on pause with pageantry, I was also going through modeling on the side. Like it didn't stop because this was my bread and butter. I mean, I started modeling at the age of 14. So through that experience, I was able to gain more friends, connections with them, and it also brought a little bit of more confidence to myself because we are now in this society and a platform where they are promoting inclusivity and individuality as well. So I'm here to really promote that to the stage.
And I'm just curious to know,
Yeah.
what's your family's reaction when they knew that you're signing up for Miss Universe
They were so
Philippines?
supportive, Christian. They were so supportive, especially yung mom ko and my dad. Kasi alam nila na hindi mawawala sa puso ko yung pagsasali sa pageant. I mean, I started also joining in school. So lagi akong open sa kanila sa mga ganyang bagay. So when I told them, Mom, Dad, gusto ko mag-pageant, parang hindi sila, kasi yung tipong parents din na they will hold my dream. Sila yung every time they would always pursue me, tell me to always chase my dream. I mean, come on, Christian. Isa lang din naman ako sa mga girls na nababash, nabubully ako because of my color. So ako yung girl before or child na instead of crying, I mean, I would cry. Pero alam mo yung parang instead of staying away from my bullies, I still love them. I still take them as my friends. I would still want to play with them. Kasi ang tinuro sa akin is, kahit ano sabihin ng tao sa'yo, don't let that define you as who you are. So still continue to pursue your dreams. Whatever comes your way, go and grab that. Kasi hindi naman sila yung magpapahadlang niyan sa'yo eh. It's still up to you at the end of the day.
That's very inspirational.
Yeah.
And iba talaga yung boost na nadadala when you know that your family is
Yes.
supporting
Yeah.
you all the way. Speaking of bullying, have you recently experienced any pa rin?
Well, we cannot take that from any person. I still get, definitely, pero it's different now. Kasi, and sanay na ako sa ganyan. Hindi na ako masyado nababakreto sa ganyan. Kasi nga parang, they don't know me. I mean, they can only see me physically because of how I look. But it gets much more than that to know one person because beauty always comes from so many things. You can know a person on how they are, how they talk, how they can inspire, and that is already called beautiful. You don't have to really define one person just how they look.
And you have your own definition of beauty.
Yes.
Naman talaga. Okay, so of course, those are all positive stories, and,
Yeah.
and definitely we go through some things that are less favorable for us. But
Okay.
during the times when you were thinking about joining again, did you have any doubts or any parang hesitations ba? Na parang, magjo-join ba ako ulit talaga? Is this my final decision?
There are some, only because of the thought that I have been away in pageantry for such a long time. So definitely, meron akong mga lapses or mga changes that I really have to pursue again or train again or practice again. Kasi we all have our, parang may mga rusty side na tayo sa ganyan eh. So alam ko na I still have to practice again. So yun yung mga doubts ko. Kasi, yeah, I mean, pageantry now has become more intense.
So how different is your preparations now than like 5 years ago?
Madami. And yun ang dapat abangan.
Wow!
Definitely. For Bulacan.
Ayan, naman talaga.
Isa na dun yung tourism video.
Oh,
Yes.
and-
Because it's not only just getting to know me, but it's getting to know more of what Bulacan has to offer.
And that's something that we will have to stay tuned,
Yes.
mga ka-crown. Yung tourism video, maraming challenges ngayon no, for Miss Universe Philippines.
We still haven't got like what the activities are going to be, but I think we're going to be traveling a lot.
Wow.
Yes.
And you're ready for
Yes.
for anything na. For Miss...
I'm ready for that. I think I was born ready.
Oh, okay. All right, so before we continue, syempre would like to give a big shout out sa Miss Universe Philippines organization for allowing us to do the interview with the girls. Maraming salamat po. And of course, to Sir Voltaire Tayag. And we also would like to acknowledge the accredited partner for Bulacan, and that is Cap Renan Eusebio.
Yes.
Maraming salamat po. Also to Sir Manny Halasan. You wanna be, oh.
So thank you to Caprenan, our AP from Bulacan, for allowing us also to do this interview. And to my stylist and designer, Manny Halasan, for always giving me fabulous dresses and accessories.
Ayan.
It's really a representation of what Bulacan has to offer.
Inaabangan yan talaga ng mga pageant fans, yung mga OOTDs,
Yes.
diba? So, well, I'm sure you're preparing for your evening gown.
I am. I'm already talking to my AP about it, my designer. And again, I also want to highlight how Bayanihan Bulacan is going to be, because it is not just one artist, it is not just one trainer, it is not just one coach, it's all coming together so that we can all prepare for this journey. It's not just my battle or my journey, it's a fight for Bulacan.
How hands-on are you in terms of your preparation?
As of now, because I told myself that if I want to be able to focus on that crown, being your next Miss Universe Philippines, I want to be hands-on on everything, on every details that I'm going to have to put out there, because I don't just want to impress the people around me. I want to be able to feel satisfied and comfortable on, this journey.
Nagpapahinga ka pa ba? Para
Yes! I think that is very important.
Yes,
It's
oo.
very important when you get well rested. So yeah.
Ayan. At syempre, hindi natin makakalimutan ang ating sponsor dito sa The Crown Philippines, Tasa Mobile Cafe, for mobile coffee, milk tea, and pastry needs. Ayan po, you can just visit their Facebook and Instagram account. Again, Tasa Mobile Cafe. They have provided us with some pastries. I think ito yung kanilang mga best seller, ang kanilang butter cookies and cheddar muffins. Ayan, maraming salamat po from The Crown Philippines. All right, so on to the next part of our interview. And this time, we will welcome questions from our Crown community. Now, the
Okay.
first question from our Crown community comes all the way from Sydney, Australia, from Christine Almeda. Her question is, do you think removing age restrictions in beauty pageants challenges traditional notions of beauty and celebrates diversity, or does it blur the lines between age-appropriate competitions?
Well, Christian, this has always been like a debate, or has always been like on the news of pageantry. And age restriction doesn't have to be like a center of who Miss Universe Philippines or what a queen can be like. Because no matter what age you are, you can still be able to represent yourself. As long as you're doing well on your duties, you're not compromising. Definitely, one is your family, or your time with your family, or your health. As long as you can really well represent or do your duties and responsibilities, then it's okay.
There's no limit in terms of achieving your dreams.
No.
Regardless of age, gender,
Yeah.
status. Ayan, di ba mga mic drop moment from Chelsea Manalo.
Thank
We
you.
have another question from our Crown community, and this one is coming from Cherry Liabres of Makati. Hi, Cherry. So the question is, in the context of changing societal norms, how do you predict pageants will remain relevant in the next years down the line? Kasi ang sabi nila parang we've achieved yung peak na daw ng pageantry
Yeah.
here in the Philippines. So parang masyado ng over yung exposure ng Filipina beauty queens. Do you believe that, and how do you see pageants, the relevance of pageants in the next years?
The relevance of pageantry here in the Philippines, because it's so big, like we're so into pageantry, we are fans of pageantry, it will never fade, it will never go away. The relevance of pageantry will always be there, no matter how long it's going to be like. And this is like a platform for each and every woman to come together, to be empowered, to be an empowerment to other people. So I think in the next couple of years, we are not just evolving as women, but there is so much more that we can offer. Like, of course, we can be whoever we can be, as long as we can be a good influence to other people.
At hindi nauubos ang gandang Pilipina,
Yes,
di ba?
that's true.
Kasi isa ka sa mga tinuturing nila na front runner because of your experience that you are bringing on to the Miss Universe Philippines stage. So, and that would definitely support parang how have you become because of your experiences and yung as a model.
Yeah.
Do you think that's an advantage for you that you have this modeling experience?
It is one advantage because of how you can be able to interact with different people. It's not just because you're facing a camera. You're going to actually work with different people, different creatives. Like you don't have the same qualities with each other. And that is like a big challenge as well, because when you're sitting here or when you are already facing a camera, there's so many voices, there's so many creatives, but you have to be able to know how to compose yourself well enough so that you can all come together as a team.
Totoo yan. You
Yeah.
have to listen to your own voice.
Yes.
No? Ang ganda ng message. Super relaxed si Chelsea, no? Kaya ang next kong question, how competitive is Chelsea, has Chelsea become throughout the years?
She has only become competitive because of how she can handle herself. I know I have a lot more space to grow into. I know I'm not that well built enough, but during this time and process through my journey in Miss Universe Philippines, there's so many things that I'm going to have to prepare for so that I can be able to be your next Miss Universe Philippines.
Oh, diba? Ready na for Mexico.
Yes.
Speaking of Mexico, Chelsea, kasi syempre as pageant enthusiasts, we would also label someone na, parang we always look for someone na tinatawag na Latina Slayer, especially that the competition is happening in Mexico, in a Latin country. So they say that the Latina Slayer is someone who has Q&A prowess, stage presence, and relatability as a beauty queen essential.
Yeah.
Which of these three beauty queen essentials do you have in your toolbox?
Relatability, definitely. It's one of the things that I can proudly say. But we don't have to disregard the other tools that we can have. I mean, one queen should be able to well represent herself. She is well represented and relatable. She can also be able to speak fluently, or let's say how she can be able to communicate with other people. And she has her own uniqueness. That way, when she stands in front of so many crowds, people will look at her and be able to influence a lot of people. So that's something that I want to be able to share.
Kasi when you're comfortable about yourself, you're confident, doon lumalabas yung mas matinding confidence at yung laban na laban naman talaga na Miss Universe Philippines. Alright, we have a very limited time. Unfortunately, mga ka-crown, time flew very fast, diba? Parang kanina lang, kakasimula lang natin. But before we let you go, Chelsea, we have one more question for you.
Okay.
And my question is, why do you want to win Miss Universe Philippines?
Wow. This has always been a difficult question, of course, but I want to be able to win and be your next Miss Universe Philippines because I know it will be open, or it will open so many doors for me. And I know when it does, I get to be able to inspire and be able to give that hope for many people, not just voiceless, but be an act to a lot of So I would also like to thank, of course, the Miss Universe Philippines organization for allowing us to do this interview. To you, Christian, and to all of those watching from the Crown Philippines, thank you for tuning in. And I would like to thank my AP, Captain Renan, and of course, the people behind Bulacan, Team Bulacan. I would like to give so many thanks to all of you. I wish I could hug you because of the support I've been getting from each and every one. And to follow through my journey, you can follow me on my Instagram account. It's